seen, don't explain to you. One thing I will say, at Bayman shots at all times, watch your heads, keep your thing. Any questions? Let's go to work.
And instructions given by Marcus McDonald, who'll be scoring this one over 4 rounds. Ed Harrison, with a Thai mother and English dad, settled up in the Northwest when he was 10 years old or thereabouts. And he's a tough guy, Richie.
Yes, he is, and he's up against an opponent who hasn't tasted defeat yet, Bilal Ali, who's got a fair jab himself, but here on the attack straight away, Ed Harrison, so he started very positively on that front foot. But I have seen Bilal in the past. I like his jab. Not a bad kid either to the body there. There's that right hand to the body just thrown. So yeah, it's an interesting contest, John, for both of them.
Bilal Ali, as I said, managed by Tunde Ajayi, trained by Adi Olayinka. And I think the hope is that in that camp that Harrison's going to have enough to take him a few rounds and to add to his learning curve.
Very important, isn't it? Get the rounds under your belt as you're working as a young professional. Good straight punches there from Bilal Ali. Jab and straight right hand. And that's not a little bad left up there on the reply there from Harrison. Keeping the guard nice and high, Harrison. Just trying to come back with the odd counter here and there.
Solid right hand as well.
And a little left hook again on the inside from Harrison.
Actually worked at one time as a teacher before deciding he wanted to give it a go as a pro boxer. He's made a decent start in this opening round. He's right in this one.
Right, stand back up, you let go. Right up.
Looking for the body shots again, Ali. He's thrown 1 or 2 meaty-looking blows down below, but in so doing has left himself open to counters from Harrison, who's had his moments in this opening round.
Yeah, well, the main problem that Ali has got at the moment, John, he landing some nice shots, but just holding his feet and then just leaning forward. You see, he's very flat-footed at the moment. He should be concentrating on those straight shots and producing that fast jab that we've seen in the past, but just holding his feet probably a little bit too long, and that's just allowing Harrison then to reply. And yet Harrison's right in this round all the way along. This has been a close round.
Well, Harrison trying to rough him up in the closing stages of this opener. Has he done enough to take this opening round? If so, it'll be the first one that Bilal Ali has lost as a professional. We'll hear from Richie in a moment.
Ensuring your team stay connected is a priority for any business. With Hi, you can connect your daily business calls wherever, whenever.
Hi, Jane speaking.
Hi Jane, is Jenny available?
We're all working from home today. Stand by and I'll put you straight through.
Replicate your office phones on multiple devices for complete flexibility. Never miss a customer call again. Hi, always open for business. Visit hi.co.uk.
Interesting opening round, Richie, and Ed Harrison certainly had his moments.
He did. He may have just done enough to win the round. It was a close round, but I just thought that he finished the exchanges a little bit better. And for me, he might have just took it. That's a lovely straight right hand there from Bilal Ali. But Harrison just nicked it, John.
So Bilal Ali, they said they wanted rounds, needed a little bit of a learning fight. Well, it's every sign so far that it could be precisely that. And Richie, in his opinion, and I'd agree, saying that Harrison doing enough to take that opening round. Plenty of his supporters and friends up in Blackpool, I'm sure, watching on right now, will be saying, oh yeah, he's no slouch.
Harrison's landed a couple of good left hooks in the first round. Punch that he should be concentrating on also, John, just the right hand over the top. Look how low Ali's left hand is. He's just got to time the right hand counter or even counter attack as Ali is about to jab. They'll just beat him to it, the straight right hand over the top.
Opening round, he went in seemingly determined to rough Ali up from word go, and a much quieter and more measured approach from Harrison so far. There's that right hand that Richie's saying he should be looking for.
Yeah, just landed it and just give him a bit of confidence, that was.
He's just missed with another one there. Whistled past Ali's nose. A little bit of reddening around the left eye of Ed Harrison.
You see so many fighters with that very relaxed, low lead hand. And the important thing is, if you're that type of boxer, when you throw that jab, it's got to hit the target, because if it misses, then you just open to the right hand over the top.
Harrison trying to unload again and trying to bully Ali around. Referee hoping that they're going to work their way away from that clinch, and in due course they do.
Step away. Mohammad, step away. You're holding it. Don't hold it. You understand?
Ali getting a bit of a talking to from referee Marcus McDonnell and landing some solid looking body shots in the closing stages of this second round. And again, it's Ali who's holding on. Second time he's been warned in this round. Keeps on doing it. And Marcus McDonnell will be thinking about giving him an official warning and maybe taking points away. Ali regrouping in that second round. Did he do enough to win it?
Freshly ground Arabica beans, organic milk, a white coffee, just 99p.
Unbelievable.
Online privacy is not about hiding, it's about protecting. From things you buy to websites you visit, it's your digital identity. It's you. Your data is valuable. It can be collected, sold or stolen. Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
Welcome back to Your Call, Bethnal Green, where we've had 2 rounds of Mohammad Bilal Ali, the Londoner, up against Blackpool's Ed Harrison. And Ali, for me, Richie had a better round there.
Yeah, he did. He got caught with a couple of shots in this sequence.
Round
but
3.
again, a close round, but for me, he just did enough to win it. 1-1.
If you're just joining us, our bill tonight, topped by the return of Anthony Yard against Dex Spellman, the tough guy from Scunthorpe. A fascinating middleweight contest as well. Mark Heffron against Denzel Bentley, British title eliminator. And this is a competitive opener. Sure, Bilal Ali would have loved to have seen his way through to another comfortable win, but it's certainly not working out like that.
Yeah, just holding on again on the inside. Referee a little bit lenient with him. Remember, he's warned him a couple of times.
He's on slightly thin ice, Ali. If he's holding on and warned again, it might be a point deducted. And if it comes down to points at the end of it, and every indication that it's going to do so, then deducted points at this stage could be absolutely key. And remember, at this point, Richie has it 1 round apiece.
See, he's going to get warned here.
He's on thin ice, Richie.
There he is.
Do you understand? Well, he nodded he does understand. Well, and straight away, what does he do? Gets away with it.
You see, mid and long range is Ali's better ranges that he's got to work on the inside. He tends to be a little bit lost, John, and he's holding on. He's been warned 2 or 3 times. He's got to watch, as you said, he's skating on thin ice here.
And Addy in his corner, you might have heard him in the background over the sound of leather on flesh, which is almost seemingly amplified in these behind closed doors engagements. Addy was saying, don't hold, bro, don't hold.
He's just got to concentrate on maintaining and keeping the gap. But Harrison, you know, he's wanting to work on the inside, Harrison. Nice little right uppercut there, and there's that right hand again that we spoke about. So better quality work from Harrison.
A tight fight this one when it comes to the cards, you suspect. Now, he's going to take a point. The warnings have been given. 3 warnings before that, and now taking a point, and that really could be a key moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been coming, hasn't it? At the end of the day. Had the warnings off the referee. And now it's officially a point deducted.
Well, you don't need me to tell you if he goes on to that sort of area again, if he's incurring the wrath of the referee once more, then a disqualification becomes a distinct possibility. And it may well be that with a point deduction here, that he's going to be behind on Marcus McDonald's card as he comes into the final round. Bilal Ali and Harrison finishing the stronger at the closing seconds of that third.
Absolutely, I thought that was a terrible round there for Bilal Ali and Harrison. Well, how do you score it? It's a 10-8 round, John?
Well, he certainly could do. It'd be justified. It's got to be, you would think, on the basis of what we've seen, at least 10-9. There's a really solid right hand from Harrison. But he's only got himself to blame.
Yeah, he's been a little bit lost on the inside as Bilal Ali, and there's that right hand over the top from Harrison. Cracking shot.
Focus on getting that jump right hand, not to the stay with. Keep your defenses tight and fully concentrate on what's happening. Okay? You're going to dominate the situation. Dominate.
Bilal, yeah, son. You got to do some work, mate.
Busy here. So he's got to concentrate on his defence and that he's got to do some work. It may well be that Ed Harrison, who came here seemingly on the card as the man who was maybe, well, not exactly making up numbers, but certainly Bilal Ali would have fancied his chances of maintaining his undefeated record in this fight. But Harrison has not read that particular script, and he's certainly in with a great chance.
Well, Harrison's been the one that's been looking to box on the inside and actually force the pace and showing the referee that he wants to work in the previous rounds. And Bilal Ali has just been relying on that long range work and then holding on the inside, and the referee's not having any of it. Keeps getting caught with these little right hands. The left hand of his is far too low as he's coming forward. This is a little bit better, but again, a good guard from Harrison. Nothing really getting through.
When Richie talks about technical deficiencies, if you didn't know, I ought to just remind viewers that Richie actually works with the GB squad, and it's technical aspects like that that are key in looking at a young fighter and getting him to improve. And you picked up on that, Richie. Fair play at a very early stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, John. It's very kind of you.
Yeah, credit where credit's due. I think we're agreed that Ali's got to win this last round.
I think he's got to win it big as well, to be quite honest. He needs a big round here. Just making some basic mistakes, not only that low left hand of his, but he tends to be open to a left hook also. The right hand just drifts down to his chest and his neck area, and then that chin, if it's lifted, there's that left hook right on cue, almost connected again. So he needs to get back into the gym and work on inside work, really.
Here he is holding on again. The referee says stop boxing, and he gets away without a warning this time. Ed Harrison, who fought on one of our shows 6 weeks ago against Andrew Kane, retired on that occasion after 3 rounds, which is his only stoppage defeat among the 4 in his 5-fight pro record. But is it going to be another win that he's going to be adding here? And he's trying to force the action in the closing stages. Ali being implored by his corner to keep working, keep letting punches go. And he does so. As Harrison almost bowls himself over with that attempted overhand right. Really competitive fight. Good 4-rounder to open up that one. And now we wait to see how Marcus McDonnell has scored that one. How did you have that last round, first of all, Richie?
I thought Harrison won it again, John. I think he's won this by a couple of points for me. We'll see how the referee sees it. But I thought throughout the contest he was the one that looking to force the pace. There were glimpses of good stuff from Bilal Ali, but it just wasn't enough for me, and he's made basic mistakes and got caught. But we'll see what the referee says. I think the winner is Harrison.
Here's some of the action.
I think he deserved it more.
Round.
Yeah, there's that little clip in right hand. And again, just from another angle. So for me, Harrison's got it, but you never know, it's the referee. He's closest to the action, and it's his decision that counts.
Well, all those he coaches up in Blackpool will be watching on and thinking Ed Harrison's done enough to win this one. Mohammad, Bilal Ali's fans from the East End of London, from Beckton, will be hoping that he's won it. And I think we're in a position now to find out who it is. Marcus McDonnell's scorecard is now with our MC, Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Marcus McDonnell, scores this contest 39-37 for your winner, and still undefeated, Mohammad, the chosen one, Bilal Ali.
Well, I think there's been a mistake there. No, that's not correct. There's been a mistake, and Marcus McDonnell is indicating that Ed Harrison was the winner of that fight and not Mohammad Bilal Ali. He's won this one, and I think that is the information being given to Marcus McDonnell. I don't know if we can check that, but I think that Ed Harrison is the winner here. I think we can perhaps, well, the scorecard is going back to Marcus McDonnell, and he's explaining it to our assistant at ringside, who will now take it back to Marcus McDonnell. And in fact, that's the secretary of the British Boxing Board of Control, Robert Smith, who gives that scorecard back to Thomas Treiber. And I think now we have an amended result. Thomas, it's all yours. Thomas, have we got the correct result now?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Marcus McDonnell, scores this contest 39-37 for your winner, Ed Harrison.
So that's pretty much as Richie saw it. 39-37. A little bit of confusion there, but no confusion in the mind of Marcus McDonnell. He saw Ed Harrison as